What in God's name? What just happened? Why did my internet literally die? I don't know. What is course 5 and why haven't I done it? Nah, these aren't course 5. Weird. Course 4. Alright. Oh! I know why. I need the invisible. I need the vanish cap. I don't know where that is. Golden Glimmer. That's so hard. Oh, already not good enough. Ah! Way too hard. Ah, I already messed up again. It's gonna take 900 years just to get the blue coin. Why does there have to be exactly 100 coins? That's better. Nope. Well, can't do it anymore. All over. Way, 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 way too slow. Let's try it again. Wow. Ah! No! That's the closest I've gotten yet. Hello. Yeah? Alright, I'm back. So I'm gonna do the thing that I always do, where I'm just gonna watch a YouTube video while I eat, because I need to eat right now. I'm just gonna... do that. I think I reacted to the first little bit of it. Well, reacted. I have my mic muted because I'm eating, you know. Um,
And taking a look at the long-range forecast, continued snow.
oh yeah, okay, I got right after this one.
Like children's show.
Oh no, I did this one too.
Institution. The campers then stand there in the middle of town, naked children. Facilities are because Cody and illegal trade.
Alright.
Alf gets taken away by the U.S. military. Alf was an interesting cultural icon in the late 80s. Despite being an ugly, alien pig thing, he endeared audiences around the country and also got a shitload of merchandise.
Don't hate on
There were
Alf,
even Alf
bro.
trading cards.
Don't hate on Alf.
And you can't forget those Alf Pogs. I love that episode.
Alf Pogs. Remember Alf? He's back in Pog form. You traded my soul for Pogs?
So, people got pretty attached to Alf over the years, especially children. So how did they choose to end the series? With Alf getting taken away by the military to be dissected, of course. In the finale, titled Consider Me Gone, Alf receives a radio transmission from some of his friends back on his home planet of Melmac. They tell him that they've purchased a new planet and
There was a movie that came after, but some don't really consider it canon. But there was a movie that came after that showed him getting home.
want his help in creating a new civilization there.
Here, I made this for you. Here's us on Earth, and here's you on your new planet. We're really not all that far away from each other.
Thanks, B.
Goodbye, Alf. We'll always be best friends.
However, the alien task force of the US military intercept the transmission, and Alf is captured by them before he can head home. From the very first episode, the alien task force made their intentions very clear, with plans to burn, freeze, electrocute, poison, physically torture, and dissect him.
We'll see how it responds to intense heat, freezing cold, high voltage, toxic substances, pain, sleep deprivation, inoculation, that's needles, and of course, dissection.
Jesus Christ. And the show ends just like that, leaving it up for all the children watching to imagine these terrible things happening. Now, turns out
That's
this
not even
wasn't
right,
actually
dude.
meant to be the finale of the series. The showrunners intentionally ended it on a cliffhanger in hopes that the network would pick up the series for one final season. Well, it didn't work. And thanks to their stupid decision, Alf is now cut up into tiny pieces. Well, not really.
Oh,
6 years later, a TV movie
Yeah.
titled Project Alf aired that showed that Alf is still alive, but is on death row with a scheduled execution. While he does end up escaping, he never sees his human friends from the series ever again. The movie didn't go over well with fans, with many of them outright ignoring it and
Yeah.
considering it non-canon. When your film
Said
is
exactly
so
what I said.
universally disliked by fans that they'd rather have the canon ending be Alf getting tortured to death, you know you did something wrong.
This is a stick
Dang.
from the roof of our garage. The garage that you crashed into almost 4 years ago now.
To Elf. If you ever drop in again, Please use the front door. Love the Tanners. Thanks, guys.
David and Lisa naturally die. If you grew up in the early 90s, then you may remember The World of David the Gnome. What, you don't? Well, that's okay, most people don't. The program was initially produced in Spain, with the English dub being produced by the Canadian company Cookie Jar Entertainment, and being released on Nickelodeon in 1987 as a part of their then new programming block, Nick Jr. The series follows two gnomes, David and his wife Lisa, and their good friend Swift the Fox. Their adventures are small and simple, and they usually spend their time repairing damages caused by humans and outsmarting nasty trolls. Also gnomes have the power of mind control and telepathy, so they have that going for them too. David and Lisa spent their days making new friends and helping those in need, right up until the end of the series where they both die. Yep, the two main characters die at the end of this Nick Jr. show. In the episode titled The Mountains of Beyond, David and Lisa prepare to travel up into the mountains as they realize that their time on Earth is coming to an end. You see, gnomes can only live to be 400, and David and Lisa are both 399 years old throughout the series, with their imminent birthdays coming up around the finale. They bid a sorrowful farewell to all their animal friends and set off with Swift, traveling with them. However, when they reach the base of the mountain, they tell Swift that he cannot climb the mountain with them, and that they must say goodbye there.
Well, Swift, old friend, I'm afraid the time has come for us to part. We've been through so much together, you and I, good times and bad. And you were always there to carry me out of danger. I love you very much, Swift.
They make it to the top of the mountain and pass away in each other's arms as their bodies turn into apple trees. Swift heads down the mountain, heartbroken and alone.
Farewell, my dear David, my husband, my love.
Farewell, my beloved. I thank you for all the love you've given me.
While it's important that children know that every living thing must eventually die, perhaps a show about a happy gnome and a fox isn't the best way to show it, especially when said gnome is holding his wife with tears in his eyes, repeatedly saying, "It's time." Yeesh, a bit heavy for the 5 preschoolers that watch this, don't you think?
I think the time has come.
Dog, he just roasted the show like that? That ain't even right.
It's here.
Yes.
I didn't realize the video wasn't on the screen. Whoops.
Everyone fucking dies. In
Probably dinosaurs.
We've covered some pretty dark series finales so far, dealing with death, losing those around you, and existential crisis. But how about one that deals with all three and then some? If you're into that, then look no further than the series finale for Dinosaurs. The show is a parody of human life, showing dinosaurs living in suburbia in a live-action sitcom. Yeah, live action. The entire show was done with puppets created by the Jim Henson Company and was conceived right before his death. Many were reportedly freaked out by these puppets, and rightfully so. While they are pretty uncomfortable to look at, they were another technical marvel made possible by Jim Henson, with all the facial movements of the dinosaurs being controlled by a series of animatronics. So how exactly would one end a family-friendly series about dinosaurs? Could you just let them live and let the inevitable rise and death of the species go by unmentioned? Of course not. We gotta kill them off. In the series finale Changing Nature, the main dinosaur family, the Sinclars, are having a picnic awaiting the return of the Bunch Beetles.
Well, Katie, it's mere moments until the Bunch Beetles return in what can only be described as a spectacular panoply of color. Bunch Beetles eat those pesky cider poppies that grow so abundantly this time of year.
However, the beetles don't return, as a plastic fruit factory has been built over top of their breeding grounds. And without the beetles in the ecosystem, the vines that the beetles ate begin to overgrow, and the whole planet begins to fall out of line. So in an effort to stop the vines, the dinosaurs kill off all plant life on the planet. Then, in an effort to revive the plants, they drop bombs in the volcanoes hoping that rain clouds will form. Well, that whole plan backfires and causes the beginning of the Ice Age. We then get treated to the final scene of the series, where the family sits around in winter coats, desperately trying to get warm. The father, Earl, apologizes to his family, saying that he shouldn't have taken nature for granted. The family accepts their fate and stays together until the end, as the snow continues to fall outside. So yeah, that's Dinosaurs, everybody. The episode plays this completely straight and doesn't cheapen the experience.
Way
with
too
any
messed
jokes.
up, dude.
They
That ain't
are
even
committed
right.
here, and it
Can't even do
shows.
that.
The chilling nature of
It's
this
not allowed.
episode doesn't just come from the context of the show, but also the implications it has on the human race. When the baby dinosaur asks his father what's going to happen,
Human
he
race?
says,
Question mark?
Dinosaurs have been on this earth for 150 million years. And it's not like we're going to just disappear.
except they do.
Womp,
And the
womp,
same exact thing could
womp.
happen to us if we're not careful. This is a cautionary tale showing that there was a race of intelligent beings on this planet before us, and they died out because they took it for granted, and we're no different. And if we allow history to repeat itself, well then we have nobody to blame but ourselves. Now obviously dinosaurs didn't cause the Ice Age and they weren't living in suburban homes having cookouts, but the message is still clear. Don't fuck with nature.
You right. You right. Yeah. Good video. Good video. Good video. Alright, I gotta load Project 64 back up. I'll be right back. And I'm back. And I'm back.
It's me, Mario. Hello.
Let's continue. Oh.
Okie
Alright, now I'm ready.
Let's go.
Oh. Gonna be doing this for a while.
Mamma mia. Let's go.
No! That's so stupid.
Mamma mia. Let's go.
No! That would have been it if I just hit the button. Why didn't I hit the button? Why didn't I? Why did I? Oh!
Mamma mia. Let's go.
It's never gonna happen.
Mamma mia. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where?
Hegel. Hegel. Game over.
I'm ending this.